Hi everyone, Anna Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you two ways to paint abstract patterns on canvas. So I have here my canvas, and when you make an abstract pattern, anything goes. You don't have to follow any rules or any design since it is abstract and it doesn't need to resemble anything. So I'm just adding 3 colors onto my canvas, just like that, directly on the canvas, and then I'm going to use a brush to spread them around. This is going to be the first layer, and I'm mixing them on the canvas itself. You can use a sponge brush or just a regular brush, whatever you like, and I'm changing the direction of the brush as I go, and this looks really cool when the paint dries because you can see the brush strokes and the different directions that I made them. So this is the first layer. Colors are mixed directly on the canvas. Just going to make sure that it is dry before I add the second layer. I'm going to use the exact same colors, but this time, instead of using a brush, I'm going to use an old plastic card that I don't need anymore. A gift card, a credit card, whatever you have. And I'm just going to spread the paint around, but only in a few sections of the canvas. I'm not going to spread them all around. I'm going to use the card to create patterns or stripes on the paint itself. I keep using the same colors to add more patterns, and I have these really cool brushes that I can make patterns with. So this is the third way already. The first way was just adding the paint with the brush. The second way on this canvas was to use the old plastic card, and the third way is to use different types of brushes to add your paint and create extra patterns on the surface. So they can be lines, they can be curves, they can be dots, circles, whatever you want. And you can put them any way you want on your canvas. Again, you don't need to follow any clear design because this is abstract patterns. Another technique is to just pour paint and let it drip. This paint is diluted with a little bit of water, so it will be really liquid and it will really easily drip around the page. I'm using my plastic card to add a little bit more of that paint on the sides. I need more control if I want to the paint to be in specific places. So I don't let it drip this time. I'm using the card just to add it here and there. And the best tool of all is my fingers. Just want to add a few circles. So I use my finger to do that. And then I think the canvas will be ready. Really like how that turned out. So we have 5 different ways on this canvas to add the patterns. And you can see that it's also about layering. Just adding a little bit of a definition on the edges. And the great thing about an abstract canvas, just want to add a few more dots. The great thing about an abstract canvas is that since there is no definition or there's no specific images, you can turn it around. It doesn't have to be in this direction. I'm going to try to turn it around when we're finished and see how it looks. So it can be this way. It can also be turned 90 degrees to the right, to the left, or 180 degrees. You can decide whatever direction you want it to be, because this is abstract. So you have all the details here, all the little dots and the circles and the strips and the lines and the layers. They all combine to a pattern. So if we turn it, is it better? Do you like it better? It's up to you. When you finish, you can turn the canvas in any direction that you want and decide. This is the magic of abstract patterns and abstract painting on a canvas. All 4 directions look really pretty. Okay, so now I want to show you another way to create patterns, to paint abstract patterns on canvas. I'm going to cover the canvas with some paper first. This is going to be the first layer. We're going to cover it with paint later, but still don't want the canvas to be completely white. So I'm using Mod Podge or gel medium to cover it, including the sides. Then I'm also going to add another layer on the top. And this technique is really cool. We are going to use Vaseline, just the regular kind that you buy at the pharmacy. I'm going to apply it with my finger, just smear it on the canvas here and there in different directions. It doesn't matter where, just don't cover the entire canvas, just part of it. And then you're going to see magic. We're going to cover the canvas with some regular acrylic paint. Never mind whatever brush you're using. It's just cover it. Paint all over the canvas with a color of your choice. And then wait a few seconds until it's dry. It should be completely dry. And then bring a paper towel and simply wipe off the paint. Now what is happening here? The paint doesn't stick to the canvas where the Vaseline was. Because of the oily surface of the Vaseline, that prevented the paint from adhering to the canvas. So when you wipe it off, the paint simply goes away. So now we're going to create another layer. Again, apply Vaseline, and this time we're going to add a different color. So we used red. I'm going to use some yellow. And again, this is why we don't spread the Vaseline all over the canvas, because we want parts where the paint adheres to the canvas and then parts where we can remove the paint. So again, make sure it's dry and then remove it with a dry paper towel. Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to add a third layer. Again, apply some Vaseline and then add another layer. This time let's use some blue, some light blue. Again, you can use whatever color combination that you want. Just making sure that I don't miss any parts where the Vaseline is. So I'm covering those parts specifically with the paint and then remove it. This is so cool. So now that I have my abstract pattern on the canvas, I can go ahead and add whatever I want on the canvas. I'm just going to add some text, some words, excuse me. this is how it looks when it's finished. I've added the word imagine and the words art and inspire. Some of the art is stenciled, the inspire word is written, and the imagine are just chipboard letters in their different directions. So I really hope you like this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.